All right. Hey, everybody, we haven't done one of these for a while, but we've been too busy watching Wandavision and talking about all our different clues and theories. And it's not Friday, it's Wednesday.
My dudes.
We were like, let's just talk about Wandavision until Friday. And then Walker said, why don't we just do a door court so we can talk to everybody about Wandavision?
Yeah.
So I'm like, excellent. So what's your favorite rumor?
I think my favorite rumor would have to come from Mr. Steve. About.
All right, let's give some context.
Okay,
we're at episode what? 5 now? 6?
No, 6, I think.
6. And so all kinds of stuff. You guys are all up to date, right? So now we're trying to figure out who the aerospace engineer is that Monica's looking for. We're trying to figure out who Jimmy Woo's missing guy that he was chasing them to Westview on. What are some other ones? Who I don't know. Those are the
Quicksilver is. I think
who
I've
Quicksilver
heard
is.
People talking about.
But your favorite one is Mr. Steve.
Mr. Steve.
Door Court fans will know Steve Euchrin from the James Bond one and various other awesomeness. But he's the rumor whisperer. He knows everything. So tell the one he did today.
He said that the aerospace engineer that Monica is going to see is the Beast. What's his name?
Hank McCoy.
Hank McCoy.
So tell why you think that's so cool, though. What have we been doing the last couple of nights?
Last couple nights we've been watching the X-Men. Like Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, like those X-Men. Which I have heard like some controversy on which one is the real X-Men.
Oh, the different timelines?
The different timelines, yeah.
I think they're all X-Men. It's just different
timelines.
That's what Days of Future Past is about, right? That's why when Mystique dies, you're like, what the hell? She already had some adventures with old Magneto. But now it's a different timeline.
Yes.
Anyway, so one of the things there is...
did you say this, or did Mr. Steve say this?
What about?
About that.
Frasier?
No. Yes.
He said Beast is going to be in it.
Uh-huh.
And then I said, oh my God, if it is Frasier, that would be amazing. And it would work with the Fox Quicksilver, too. Mm-hmm. Just like selling the alternate multiverse thing. That's all. Steve's a genius. That's all we're saying, right?
Yes. I do have one thing to say about your theory that it's Frasier.
It's just a guess.
I know it's a guess, but and I agree, like, that would, like, yes, that would explain, Vision's, not Vision, yes, Vision, but the actor who plays him, what's his name?
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany. Him saying that there's, like, a new guest.
Right, the guy who comes in and was an actor he was really interested in speaking to. So, Kelsey Grammer's obviously had a long career, has probably got lots to say about things. Mm-hmm. If it's Beast, I don't know. I don't see him saying that about Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great actor he is. He's great Beast. But Kelsey Grammer, I mean, he gets hired because he's got gravitas. He's got gravitas leaking out of his ears. Seattle, I'm listening. Anyway.
But if that's true, then that's like the anyway, I don't know that much about X-Men. Well, I don't.
The movies.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot.
You're kind of light on the first movies,
movies,
which are the older movies now in the timeline. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
All I pretty much get is like Days of Future Past redoes everything in those movies. Like all those movies just don't matter. And
well, it's a different timeline.
Yes, but if that is true, that timeline they'd be pulled from another timeline. Which means those...
Oh, dude.
What?
My microphone's right here this whole time.
Oh.
All right, technical difficulties, right?
Technical difficulties.
All right, we're back.
Am I right?
So, do you want to keep talking about the timelines,
yes.
or?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me your understanding.
So, I don't see how they can pull in. What's his name? I have to learn his name. The Frasier.
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer. So
Just call him Beast. Right?
Beast. Okay. Beast. Is if he's there, and then you have Quicksilver, Evan Peters' Quicksilver, also there. Would and you have the three original movies with like Sir Patrick Stewart and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
You have those three movies. Are those in the timeline of the? Would those be in the timeline of the MCU if Beast from those movies showed up? And
All right.
Evan Peters would be pulled from a different timeline.
Here's what I think.
Okay.
I think the Fox movies and the Sony movies are mostly not in the MCU timeline. Sony becomes a timeline once Tom Holland shows up.
Yes.
Obviously, he's in the MCU. The X-Men aren't in the MCU yet. So there's a Fox Prime timeline, which is the first three movies. And then they have a reboot timeline where it's not even really... it stopped being a reboot after they did Days of Future Past. Right? They were like, oh, let's tell First Class story. And then they legitimized it with Days of Future Past, where the old guys can go back in time and see their younger versions, and both sets of casts interact, and there's a an overlap of their timelines. But once, I mean, they changed all the stuff that happened. Like they've met Wolverine a couple of times in the Simon Kinberg timeline, the Brett Ratner Kinberg, the Brian. Good luck, everybody.
Did we talk about Evan Peters being not Evan?
Oh no,
Quicksilver
let's
not
talk
being
about that. Yeah,
Quicksilver?
yeah.
Okay.
Who is Quicksilver? Is he actually the Fox Quicksilver? Is he a substitute for Mephisto or Nightmare or some third guy we can't figure out yet that's the bad guy?
I just said probably.
We had a good idea, Mark and Steve and I, about Justin Hammer being the aerospace, the evil Tony Stark. It's an awesome way to bring Sam Rockwell back into it. And, you know, they brought Darcy back. She was in one movie, like, in 2010. 10 years later, she shows up, and, like, I hope they do that for Justin Hammer. Maybe he was in jail this whole time, who knows? But then he shows up and fixes everything. That'd be great. What are some others? I hope S.H.I.E.L.D. is still around. I hope S.W.O.R.D. hasn't taken over S.H.I.E.L.D.
I think S.H.I.E.L.D. is now the Kree thing with Nick Fury.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's...
Like, S.W.O.R.D. is a different thing?
S.W.O.R.D.'s just...
Sentient weapons now, and that's why they want...
Or
no, Vision.
Yeah.
I mean, just from the vibranium alone, right? I don't know.
I heard the rumor. So I heard on the rumor when Darcy's looking at all those things and like shows the blood things. I don't remember which scene, but I can picture it in my mind. You see like all these different blood samples, and some people think that those are like samples for mutants.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that was the last episode, right? When they were saying that the hex field changes people's DNA.
Wasn't that this episode? No, it was last episode. No, it was fifth episode.
I don't know. But that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was sixth episode.
I don't know.
That was episode 6. Pretty sure.
Which is the last one
Yes.
that we saw.
Yes.
Which is what I said.
Okay.
Hey, you're a teenager?
Yes.
Am I an old man?
Probably.
All right. Probably. We're really excited about Wandavision.
Yes.
All right. Well, see you on Friday. Say the tagline. Do you remember? All right. See you on Friday for Wandavision.
Good luck,
Good luck,
everybody.
everybody.